What's going on here, guys? We back with another one, and today Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had their first WNBA matchup, but it's going viral obviously because some of the cheap shots that was taken on Caitlin Clark, and we just seen Angel Reese had some cheap shots taken on her the other day. Now Reese was saying that they shouldn't give her anything, and she likes the physicality, but one of those plays was very dangerous where she was dragged down and she was grabbing the back of her head. She could have been concussed or broke something. So I like the physicality. I just don't like when you make a play that could jeopardize someone's career. We saw a cheap shot by Angel Reese, to Caitlin Clark, but hers was kind of within the confines of the game as far as, shooting a little bow here or there. That happens so much on the basketball court that you cannot really point at that one as the one that, is outside the competition of the game because we don't see everything, right? We just see the more demonstrative play and the one that's most visible. But one of her teammates took a cheap shot on Caitlin Clark on an inbound, and Angel Reese stood up to celebrate on the sideline. When she knocked Caitlin Clark down and embraced her when she went to the bench. We're going to take a look at all of this that I just spoke about.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Chennedy Carter.
To give you an opportunity to talk about that moment between you and Caitlin. What was that play, what was said, and kind of what led to?
Next question.
Caitlin Clark, she spoke to ESPN after that play in the first quarter, and she said, "Yeah, that's just not a basketball play. But I've got to play through it. That's what basketball is about at this level. I thought we've been really physical. We've missed some bunnies around the rim, so hopefully those fall in the fourth." And they ended up pulling this game out, and we saw what Chennedy Carter had to say. I like physical basketball play. And no one doesn't think that Caitlin shouldn't receive physical play. I mean, the people that's saying you shouldn't be physical with her and you should just lay down to her, those aren't basketball fans. What I would submit, though, is that the game needs her. So you can't be making plays that could potentially get her hurt or it's going to affect the entire league and what these ladies have built so much, right? The players that come before, nobody's discounting them, but we know the Pioneers don't get the love that they deserve. And it's always someone who you've set the platform up for comes in and elevates it. So I think everybody can eat as long as how the NBA is a brotherhood for the most part. And I mean you got Draymond and them doing some crazy stuff that cross the line sometimes, but for the most part it's a brotherhood and you help your fellow players, right? That's what they try to establish. I think the WNBA has to be a sisterhood. I think all these think pieces, you can't make it dangerous on the court, right? You can make it physical. If someone gets hurt with an unfortunate physical play, it's different than undercutting, hip checking, doing all this type of stuff that's happening to Angel Reese. Again, I mean to Caitlin Clark. And Angel Reese. I shouldn't have took that back because Angel Reese just experienced something like this the other day. And I think Angel needs to realize she's more like Caitlin Clark in a lot of ways than she is the other ladies. As far as the deals they brought in and the cash they can earn off the court. Angel may think it's fun and games like she celebrated today the way they're treating Caitlin, but no, they looking at you too, Angel, because you are making a significant amount of money off the floor that a lot of these ladies will never see. So don't think that Caitlin's head is just on the chopping block and not yours. I said this the other day. Some people are looking at you the same exact way. And so, and even people that's smiling in your face, right? They're saying this and that. They want what you have too. Caitlin has to be more physical. And build her body for these type of things, and she got to deliver some cheap shots back. If this is going to be the name of the game, I think it keeps it competitive. It's not buddy buddy, so I enjoy watching it. At the same time, I do understand business wise they can't lose Caitlin Clark for no substantial amount of time. Not right now, not in the transition period. You know what I'm saying? You don't want Caitlin getting hurt so bad she miss a season or two or something like that, based off of an injury. Not at this moment, right? You gotta have it. You gotta have these moments where her and Angel Reese meet. She was able to kill two birds with one stone today. Got to get back on Cardosa, and was able to beat Angel Reese, the two players that play prominent roles on stopping her from getting titles at the collegiate level. And it's good to see Camilla back on the court. Um, Good to see Angel out there throwing a little bow to Caitlin. That's fine. That happens so much in the game. I'm not sure if Caitlin probably threw one back at her at some point in the game. So we can't just automatically dismiss that. I do like the competitive nature of the game, and I just don't want uh, them losing viewership and losing their cash cow right now. Neither one of them really. Angel brings a different demographic to the game too. So man, I kind of just I sit back and I watch this, and um the Kennedy Carter lady, I mean, again, they ain't gonna give you nothing, but you got to be mindful of your approach to the game and why you doing it. Cause you could see like on her face, she called her a B and walked up and did it. You know what I'm saying? So it was some malice behind it. Now Caitlin's a talker. We can't act like Caitlin don't say nothing on the court either. That's one thing we can't do. We see that she approaches the game that way, but for the most part, I haven't seen Caitlin make a dirty play or try to get anyone injured. It seems like these ladies don't mind injuring Caitlin, and that right there is going to spell trouble for the rest of the league if Caitlin missed significant amount of time. Then people gonna be like, man, y'all should have left her alone. You should have did this, should have did that. The people that's rooting against her, you don't actually want her out the game. You want to have her out there to root against her and see her lose. See, that's two totally different things. But if she ain't out there, the interest will die down. Trust me. Right now, and you'll just have people that are die-hard fans watching it, but you won't have the casuals. I know people talk about new fans as making it unbearable. You don't want to hear what they gotta say. No, that don't make any sense. Any business, you look at a restaurant or anything, you want the casual to come in because that's where the extra business come from. Yes, you appreciate your loyal customers or your loyal viewership. In this case, with the NBA, WNBA, and ticket holders, but you need that casual to have a reason to want to come too. And that's what Caitlin brings. That's what Angel Reese brings. And, together they've made something special in the WNBA. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip, 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 skip.